Hey everybody, welcome back to part 6 of our 7-part series on leadership. If you're a physical therapist looking to go into private practice, I hope this 7-part series has helped you and really gave you some insight into what it's like to live the life of a practice owner. You know, typically I usually say to people this: if you're content with a snapshot of you today and a snapshot of you 5 years from now not changing, then you shouldn't go into private practice ownership. But if you say to yourself, boy, I'm not willing to just live my life doing the same old thing. Maybe I make $5,000 or $10,000 more a year after the next 5 or 10 years, but I'm just in the same old. Then you really should think about private practice ownership. And you should think about being a leader and being a visionary, being an entrepreneur, and owning and running and operating your own practice. It's only $35,000 to $100,000. People buy cars for more than that. So if you like this message and you like where we're going in this series and you've been watching it all along, please do me the greatest favor and click like and subscribe. I need to get to more people. It's all about bringing about change. Because if you want to change the way it looks in your life, for your outcome, for your future, then this is the way to do it. Own your own thing. Part 6 is all about being humble. It's all about literally owning the vision that you've created for this practice. You know, bringing in a collectivism kind of attitude, okay? Now, you've been hearing me speak all the way up until now about stick to your personal integrity, have high confront, communicate effectively, be comfortable, you know, say what needs to be said. This is your practice, your vision. Yes, that is all very, very true. But here on part 6 of the 6th key element to effective leadership, the 6th key kind of spins it a little bit. And the way we spin it is that you must, in a group setting, in a group organization such as this, you must take input from others, feedback, data, collaboration, coordination, professional enhancement back and forth, okay? You've been hearing me talk about this all the way up until now in terms of leading so that people respect you, follow you, contribute to you, and you do the same. That is very, very true. But if they don't feel that they're a cog in the wheel, they don't feel like their effort, their influence, their contributions matter because it's all boiling to you, you're taking all the prizes, you're taking home all the trophies, you're going to get very limited participation. So I needed to go through all those parts up until now so that at this point you can see that all of that holds true, but you have to delicately bring them into the fold. Now here's mechanically what you can do to make that happen. Bring your key people with you off-site once a year for the annual strategic planning. Your children love the cake that they eat when they helped bake it with you when you were raising kids, right? When they participated in it. You feel better about anything that is a done, finished product when you did it. Yes, you can pay somebody to paint your house, paint the room, and you can be like, oh yeah. But when you do it, you're like, yeah, look at that. Look how good that is. I did that. That's the same thing in private practice. Get them to participate in the evolution, in the forward momentum, in the elevation, in the direction and guidance and altitude that you're gaining in this practice. Let them know that you want them to practice in the top 10% of their license. You want your administrative staff to operate in the top 10% of their abilities because it matters. What they contribute really does matter. Show them how it matters. Show them that this couldn't have been achieved without their input, without their participation. Make sure that new policies, new standard operating procedures, to some degree have input from multiple people. It's not that you're giving up your responsibility to make the final decision. I'm not saying that. This is not a democracy. True democracy is popular vote that fails every single time. This is something where you are the leader, you risked everything, you signed on the dotted line, you set up your house, you used it as collateral. They're here to help execute on your vision. But the success of the execution is shared by all. It has to be shared by all. So how do you do that? Make sure that you have a bonus system. Make sure that you have a pay-for-performance payment compensation model. Make sure that you have games and engagement and you have some level of exchange for that. Almost every month is a holiday. Engage them in the holiday, both patients and staff. play with it, right? Make sure that it's reflected back on them, because we hit high numbers. We hit good levels. High numbers, not because you made more money to go buy a boat, but high numbers because we help more people. Communicate to your staff that physical therapists don't bill. This is a very key element. We didn't go to school for billing. We're not billers. I went to school to learn clinical skills and how to operate and manage myself as a professional, so that I am clinically efficient in helping as many people in my community. And with each and every trusted engagement that a patient allows me to be their therapist, I'm throwing the kitchen sink at it. I'm doing as much volume of care in my 55 to 65 minutes with my patients as I humanly possibly can. I'm following the most ideal schedule in America. 2 patients an hour, 1 at 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30. If I have a neuro practice or a one-on-one peds practice, then I'm scheduling every 45 minutes. Again, the second most ideal practice time, or actually 45 to 40 minutes. You can go back and forth. It's splitting hairs. 40 minutes actually mathematically works out even better. So know these principles so that you're engaged in actually applying the most advanced clinical skills for the greatest outcomes with each engagement, and you're scheduled in the 40-minute schedule or in the 60-minute schedule, the top 2, for the most ideal way in which you can help as many people in your community. 45 minutes, just a hair below. If that's happening, then you're allowing them to participate in the vision and in the future of this practice. How can we make it better? Make sure that you have a session individually with each member, and they can communicate with you like, you know what, this is working good, but have you ever thought about this? And let them put it in as a suggestion, not a requirement, but a suggestion. If you take people's input and they have the ability to partake in the outcome of the practice operations, they're going to be more compliant with it, and they're going to tell others, this is the greatest place. We all work together. That's how they see it. Like they see that they're working together with you as the owner. You're not some ivory tower, untouchable person. You're actually harvesting valuable information from them so that you can then shower it back for a more rewarding outcome, a more rewarding work experience. See, as an effective leader, if people feel that you have as much attention on succeeding in the model of practicing the business practices, but also with the same amount of attention on creating and developing the most ideal work environment and experience for them, then they know this isn't just about the money. They know they're just not a number. They're just not on a pay sheet or on a spreadsheet. They know that they actually have a foot in the game. That is leadership. Make sure that everybody is fully engaged in helping you to strive for the best outcomes for the patients, the staff, your community, and you in your personal life as well. This is what it is. It's a two-way street, everybody. That's true leadership. If you can find ways to do that, one last little token I'd put out there for you. Make sure that you're managing everybody on statistics. If you really want them to feel a part of the game, let them measure their performance. Let them get accolades and validation for success in their objective doing this, in their objective tasks, as dictated or determined or as evident by their statistics. If people are just managing by personality, it waters down the whole game. So that's it. Be humble, be effective in collaboration and coordination and harvesting participation from others, and you will have a practice that is really just like its own self-fulfilling prophecy. It'll just happen on its own. It'll be very organic. Thank you guys for watching this channel. Click like and subscribe. It helps me to reach out to more people. If you want to work together or talk to me specifically, check out our website. Go ahead and schedule yourself. We can do a practice assessment either with myself or Laura. It's all about you. The whole purpose of doing this is to help you live the life of a practice owner that you've always envisioned for yourself. Thank you for listening.